8 back in the city, the last dragon. This is going to be the Rolex watch wrap up of 2023. Who were the lucky ones in 2023? Who was fortunate enough to get a watch? Well, we're going to talk about the lucky ones of 2023 right here, right now. Rolex watch wrap up 2023 right here, right now.
Cheers, family.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I am your host, Richard Prophet, the last dragon, 8 in the city. And actually, I am in the city. We are in New York City. And actually, we are in my sister-in-law's house. She is wrapping up. She's packing up. And we helped her get a nice place in beautiful, sunny Florida. So she is moving. She's packing up. So this is probably the last video I get to make out of here. So I figured, what better video to make than the wrap up of 2023? So sit back, grab something to sip on, and let's do the 2023 Rolex watch wrap up right now. What's up, everybody? Welcome back with the 8. And yeah, man, this is the 2023 Rolex watch year-end wrap-up, man. This is probably going to be an annual thing for me. So let's jump right into it. First of all, as many of you know, 2024 is the year of the dragon. This is going to be a big year for us. That's a fact. 2024 is going to be, an out of the ballpark year for me and my companies and my partners. That being said, this is what we're sipping on for tonight's video. This is special for the year of the dragon, 2024. It's for the year of the dragon. But we're going to sip on that tonight because we're wrapping up 2023. All right? Let's get this out here. Beautiful, beautiful box. If you have a chance, pick this up. The bottle is beautiful as well. What do you think? Looks like me? All right. Pour a little bit of this. Actually, if you're in New York City, this might be hard to find because I went around to all the local liquor stores and I bought up every bottle in the area. So, I mean, not that many. We got about 18 bottles. So you might get lucky. But this is, without a doubt, the smoothest blue that I've ever had. I don't know if they changed the formula a little bit for this year. It's numbered on the bottom there, see that? But yeah, this one is actually fantastic. Cheers, family. Here's to a fantastic new year. Year of the dragon, baby. Year of the dragon. All right. Now, let's get right into it, family. Let's get right into it. So, yeah, so 2023 was a great year. Was a crazy but a great year in the watch community, right? We had a lot of stuff that happened. yeah, we had scammers, we had rip-off artists, con artists, a lot of this stuff. I'm not going to get into any of that. So, right, I'm not going to discuss any of that. That's for other channels that, gossip and this and that. I'm just here to present you with the fun side of the watch collecting hobby, right? So, here we go. Yeah, I leave the drama for those other channels. Here, you're just going to have fun. You're going to have a good time, and you might even learn something. So let's jump into it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So it was a great year for me. I was able to pick up a few pieces this year, right? So all of us out there in the watch community that were able to pick up the watches they wanted from the ADs this year, I'm calling us the lucky ones, right? Because we are the lucky ones. We were really the lucky because a lot of guys are still on the list at their ADs for watches that they've been after. So those of us that have a connection, have a repertoire with our AD or whatever, we are definitely the lucky ones. And my boy Bud the Stud, the super collector, gave that to me. He said, we're the lucky ones. And I said, wow, Bud, I'm going to use that. So shout out to you, Bud. All right. So Bud is a part of our OTI family. Shout out to Bud. What's up, Bud? Yeah, so let's jump right into it. You know where these are. You remember when I first mentioned them, and you see where they are now. Again, it's not advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So, yeah. Winning! All right, so let's get into it. So, what we're going to do is tonight, we're going to talk about everybody that sent me pictures of the watches they were able to collect in 2023. Again, the lucky ones. All right. So, yeah, man, I'm only going to do 8, right? I am the 8. So, we're only going to get to 8 of them. So, there's a few more than 8, but I'll make a part 2 after this one. So, so I'll include the other the people that didn't make it into the first 8. All right, so Cookie got a new watch, but I haven't made an unboxing video on her watch yet, so we're gonna leave this one out for the part 2. All right, so let's get into it. All right, our first watch. Ooh. All right. Our first watch, let's pull it up here. We got our computer working here. All right. Remember, this is the 2024 is the year of the dragon. It's my year, baby. It's my year. So we're going to wrap up 2023 with the lucky ones. All right. So our first watch comes from part of our OTI family. Swinging Kangaroo. What's up, Swinging Kangaroo? And Swinging Kangaroo has the Destro, the GMT Master 2 green and black. I mean, this watch for me, I believe, is the one. Yeah, and he was definitely one of the lucky ones that was able to pick this up. He was able to get it on an oyster. So I'm going to show you right now the picture he sent to me so we can check it out. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's a beautiful watch. That is actually his hand at his AD while he was picking it up. He was so happy. He sent the dragon a picture uh, from his AD. That was fantastic. So, quick little rundown about this watch. GMT Master 2, 40 millimeter on an oyster steel. Well, they call it oyster steel. It's the reference number 126720 VTNR. I was going to mention the retail prices of these watches, but I'm going to leave that uh, for you to find if you're interested. But yeah, man, it's on a black. It's on a it's on an oyster, right? It's on an oyster. It has a ceramic bezel, green black, with a black dial, green and black ceramic bezel, GMT Master 2. But the thing about this watch, I mean, everybody knows, but it is the left-handed swing, man. And this is one of the only times that Rolex has ever done a left-handed swing watch. There's been two other times, and but it hasn't been for years. Um, I think about 40 years. It's been about 40 years. No, maybe 50 years ago, when the last left-handed swing watch was out. So, yeah, this watch, I consider it to be the one in the future. This is the one that we're going to say, why didn't we know? Looking back, and I've made a prior video about that. I'll mention it. I mean, I'll leave a link to one of those videos at the end here. But yeah, so yeah, great pickup. Fantastic pickup, swinging Kangaroo. Swinging Kangaroo, part of our OTI family. You winning. You're going into 2024 winning, my friend. And you are one of the lucky ones of 2023. Let me just see online. Did they mention anything? Innovative high technology. Right. Yeah. I mean, hey, jumping out. I mean, what can they say online that we don't know? It's a left-handed swing GMT Rolex GMT Master 2. Fantastic pickup. Fantastic pickup. You saw the picture, swinging Kangaroo. You are one of the lucky ones of 2023. Good on you, my friend. Good on you. Good on you. And you're part of the OTI family. How can you lose? You know what I'm saying? All right, swinging Kangaroo. Good on you, my friend. All right, next one. And remember, I am the 8. This is an 8 year, so it's going to be fantastic. All right. Now, next one we got comes from Dr. K-Jab 80. Dr. K-Jab 80. What's up, my friend? Dr. K-Jab. I look forward to linking up with you, Dr. K-Jab. Here's to you, my friend. Dr. K-Jab wants to go out to eat and have a few drinks. I'm looking forward to it, Doctor. But for now, here's to you, my friend. Mm, mm. The Dragon's Nectar. Yeah, the Dragon, baby. All right, let's go. Okay, let's type this one in real quick. Which one is it? Okay, all right. So the doctor has got a beautiful, beautiful GMT Master 2 on an oyster, Ever Rose Gold. The Ever Rose Gold root beer. Man, check it out. Here's a picture. What a beautiful watch. What a beautiful watch. Yeah, I remember yeah, I actually remember being offered this watch, and I actually turned it down. But I've always kicked myself in the butt behind that. I mean, I didn't turn it down. Well, I did turn it down, but my buddy, I had told my buddy that I was offered it, and he said he'll take it. Well, so kind of is, it's in the same family, so we got it anyway. But yeah, um, I don't own it though. My buddy owns it. But yeah, this is a beautiful watch. It's the GMT Master 2. The Root Beer is our nickname for it. It's an Everose Gold, 18 karat gold, Everose Gold. The reference number is 126715CHNR for those that want to look it up. It's a pricey piece, it's a pricey piece. But if you got the horsepower, it's a fantastic piece to any collection. Rose gold, ever rose gold. Rolex is ever rose gold. Black dial. It's on an oyster. Black and brown bezel. It's got like the gold. The GMT hand is gold, and there's loom markers all around. I mean, what can I say about this? This is a fantastic piece. Let's see what Rolex has to say about it. Rotatable 24-hour, rotatable bezel. I mean, hey, it's a fantastic watch. The GMT Master 2 is a beautiful watch. It's super hot out there in the watch community, in the Rolex community nowadays. And this is one of the top dogs. This is one of the top dogs. Yeah, so beautiful piece, beautiful piece. And actually, that picture that you saw was Dr. K's. He was at his AD, and he snapped the picture and sent it to the Dragon. He was very proud, and he wanted to share the moment with me, just like swinging Kangaroo. And I appreciate for that. I appreciate you for that, and I'm proud and honored to share that moment with you, and now share it with the family. So, Dr. K Jab 80, you are one of the lucky ones of 2023. You are one of the lucky ones. All right, it's a beautiful pickup. Beautiful pickup. All right, let's get on to the next one. All right. Wow. All right. What can I say about this? This next watch comes from Rolex Etc. Rolex Etc. Great part of our family here. Great follower of the channel. He's been part of the family for years. So he just picked up a beautiful Rolex date, aka President. One of the new renditions for for this year, for 2023. He's got the Rolex Date 40 millimeter yellow gold, 18 karat yellow gold, reference number 228238, with the lacquered green dial. Oh man, this is a fantastic watch. So it's got the lacquer green dial with the Romans. You know what I mean? The Romans that just pop off of the dial. Oh man. The way that Rolex does Romans, I think is phenomenal. Is fantastic. What it really is fantastic. So it's a Rolex President, which is from the jump off rip. It's the CEO's watch. It's the captain of industry's watch. It's the boss of bosses' watches. And then to get unmistakably with this color green, because it's not the normal Rolex green. It's like this lacquer, shiny but dark green at the same time. It's unmistakably the new one. So, and in yellow gold, it's yellow gold. This is a fantastic watch. Fluted bezel, on a President. and Rolex only makes the presidents in precious metals. I mean, what can I say? Rolex, etc. This is a fantastic watch. This is a fantastic watch. And yeah, let me show you the picture. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? What can you say? And Rolex, etc. also seems to be a Cadillac, man. I'm also uh, a Cadillac man. I've had many Cadillacs in my life. I mean, we don't currently have one, but yeah, I for the future I might get another one. Yeah. So great watch, great watch. Rolex, etc. Great watch. Here's to you, my friend. You are the lucky. You are one of the lucky ones. 2023. Hmm. All right. Moving on. Great watch. Great addition to any watch box. Great watch. Good on you, my friend. Good on you. Okay. The next one. Here we have. What can I say about this watch? This watch comes in from Stephen Bell. Stephen Bell is actually a guy from Florida, Delray Beach, Florida. He's always inviting me down whenever I'm in Florida to come see him down at Delray Beach or whatever. He invited me down to the 4th of July. Actually, I went this past 4th of July down to Delray Beach for the 4th. Unfortunately, we weren't able to meet up. Like, I was on one side, I guess he was on the other side, and we weren't unable to meet up. But I'm looking forward to meeting up with you, Steven. And Steven said that he loved my video on this watch so much that he wasn't even looking at this particular watch, but he was in the market for a watch, so he started watching my videos, and this particular video about this particular watch, he loved it so much that he knew he had to get it. He expressed to me that he even sent this video to Rolex uh, so I could be their spokesman on this watch. And that watch is, if you haven't guessed it by now, is the Apex Predator. The watch eater. I mean, Steven picked up the Apex Predator. Oh, man. He said he was sick with his girlfriend and watched this video over and over again. And she told him, what are you waiting for? Go get the watch. So that's how he went and he picked up the watch. I mean, look, this is probably one of my favorite watches, and it probably gets the most wrist time. For me, lately, it definitely gets the most wrist time. I mean, this watch lives in Miami. I'm in New York now, but this last time when I was in New York before I went back to Miami, I had missed this watch so much. I couldn't wait to go pick her up, man, and I brought her back to New York with me. Yeah, so for those of you that have been missing the Apex Predator and asking me, you know, where's the Apex Predator? Where's the Apex Predator? There she is, man. There she is. Without a doubt, one of my favorite watches. I mean, you know, what can I say? It's the Apex Predator, aka the Yacht-Master 2. It's 44 millimeters strong, 44 millimeters strong on an oyster bracelet. But this is not the regular oyster bracelet. This is the big bracelet. For those of you that are familiar with the oyster, with the Apex Predator, this is the big oyster. This is the big bracelet. I mean, I can compare it with another watch for you, but I don't want to give away this watch yet because I haven't made a video about it. I've got a few more watches that I haven't been able to make videos about yet. But so I don't really want to spoil them yet. But let me just see if I can cover it without let me see. Without giving it away actually what it is. Oof. I mean, nah, I mean, you're gonna see it. All right, so new videos coming soon. New videos coming soon. But for right now, this is the Apex Predator with the big bracelet. The big bracelet. Look at this. Look at this. That's a monster of a watch. That's a monster of a watch. You walk on the scene with this watch. I'm sorry. This watch is the Daytona eater. I'm sorry. You will stick your watch under the cuff if you see this walk in the room. I mean, unless you have a bejeweled piece or whatever, but anything else, this watch is eating it. This watch is eating it. This is the watch eater, the Apex Predator, watch killer, man. Come on, man. This is it. This is, for me, this is the top dog of, other than, you have a bejeweled piece or whatever, diamonds, sapphires, rubies, whatever. But just this plain Jane, I mean, there is no better, man. You got the big bracelet. First of all, I'm a bigger guy, so you got the big bracelet, the big face with the white, the gold numbers just pop out, the triangle at the top, which is new for the newer version, with the gold subdial, the 1 to 10 minute countdown. I mean, with the red. For those of you that know feng shui at all, you would know red and gold are actually very good luck colors. You see what I'm saying? This watch, what's crazy about this watch, in my opinion, this is a very feng shui watch, and I'm going to tell you why. Let's get into the reference number of the Apex Predator. The reference, first of all, this is a 44 millimeter. 4 and 4 is what? 8. 8, right? That's number one. Number two, what's the reference number to this watch? 116688. How many eights are in that number? 6 and 1 is 7. 7 and 1 is 8. And then 6, and then 8, 8. 3 eights in one watch. You know I had to have this watch. You know I have to have this. This watch means success. You cannot own this watch with that many references and not be successful behind it. You have to chase after it, but fortune is yours to grab with the Apex Predator on your wrist. I'm just saying. Now, let's just go over some of the actual, what Rolex says about it. So, 44 millimeter yellow gold oyster bracelet, bi-directional rotatable blue and gold ceramic bezel, synchronized countdown, 1 to 10 minutes ring command bezel. Like I said, triangle at the 12 o'clock. White dial. I mean, it's just a watch to behold, man. And it's a watch to be afraid of if you got something dainty on your wrist. Let's take a look at Steve's watch. Take it out. Steve's a big guy, and he's got a big watch, and it's on the wrist. And congratulations to you, Steve. Steve is actually on his desk doing some work in that picture. Shout out to you, Steve. Shout out to you, man. Big shout out to you. Unbeknownst to you, you have a very feng shui positive watch on your wrist in one of the most powerful years that we're going to have in a long time, and that's the 8th year. That's this new year here, the year of the dragon, and you're going to be wearing that watch on your wrist, and you're going to have a great year, man. You're going to have a great year. I promise you that. So cheers to you, Steve. It's a great watch. You, my friend, you are one of the lucky ones of 2023. And cheers. And if I helped you a little bit make your decision toward getting this, I'm glad, because this is a phenomenal watch. Congrats. Congrats to you, Steve. Congrats to you. All right. Let's move on. Oh, right. I mean, what can I say? This next watch comes in from my guy Geo. Geo's part of our OTI family. We've spoken a lot, behind the scenes, and Geo's my guy. He's a big time part of the OTI family. He was one of our first members of the OTI family, and I really appreciate him for that. And he's another successful guy, man, part of the family, and he picked up a heck of a watch, man. I myself have this watch. I call it the John F. Kennedy, the JFK, for those of you that know. It's the Day Date 40, yellow gold with a diamond dial. Check it out. Yeah, so Geo has it with the black face. I have the champagne dial. But yeah, man, black dial, champagne dial, baguettes, 10 baguettes, 10 diamond cut baguettes, uh, 10 baguette cut diamonds. I mean, it's just a fantastic watch at 40 millimeter. I mean, I call it the JFK, man. I love it every time I wear it. It's one of those watches like, you never get sick of wearing. It's in yellow gold. Definitely one of my top 5, man. The reference number is going to be 228238. I know it well. It's a heavy hitter. It's an expensive watch. It's not a cheap watch. Fluted bezel, of course, as with all the presidents. And it's just a great watch, man. I mean, it's just a great watch. Yeah, what else can I say? I love the watch. I love the watch. Yeah, good on you, Geo. Good on you. Cheers to you, my friend. Geo's got other watches too. I know he's got a Rolex Hulk. He's got a few other pieces. Geo is a collector, but this one, I know he bought his dad. He bought his dad a two-tone date just on the Jubilee, if I can remember. And his dad wears it every day and is real proud of it. Shout out to Geo's dad. Shout out to you. And I thought that was a heck of a moment, man. If you, as a man, can buy your father a Rolex that he, wasn't able to buy for himself. Hey, me myself, that I feel like that's what it's about, man. If you can do well enough to even humble beginnings like myself, man. Humble beginnings, humble beginnings, or in layman's terms, came from nothing, from shit. And to rise up, pull yourself out, and you're able to buy a Rolex watch, a symbol of achievement for your dad, man. What an achievement! What an achievement, Gio. I unfortunately wasn't able to do that because my dad had passed when I was 14 years old. But hey, Gio, it's all right. I'll live vicariously through you if you don't mind. Uh, you know, we'll all share. We'll all share in that, man. You, me, your dad, and everybody out there, part of this family. We all share in that, in your success with that, Gio. Gio, you were able to pick this watch up in 2023. It is one of my favorite watches. I myself own this watch with the champagne dial, with the baguettes and the champagne dial, and it is one of my top 5 favorites, all-time favorites. And Gio, part of the OTI family. Um, if I haven't said it already, let me say it now. You are one of the lucky ones for 2023. Cheers to you, Gio. All right, let's move on. That was good. Mm. Oh man, that was good. That was hard. That was heartfelt, my guy Gio. Heartfelt, my guy Gio. All right, let's move on. All right. This is also one of my favorites, by the way, the Apex Predator. All right, let's move on. All right, so we are up to number 6. Again, tonight we're only gonna do 8. We're only gonna do 8, guys. Only gonna do 8. If I didn't get to you, I'll make a part 2, and we'll get to you. I promise. All right. So number 6. Number 6 comes from my guy Bud. My guy Bud. Yeah, Bud. Bud the Stud has been following the channel for years, and yeah, we're always talking behind the scenes, back and forth. Bud is part of the family, and yeah, man. So a lot of times, Bud gets a watch. He'll tell me about it before he tells anybody else about it, and vice versa. And there's been a time. This is another watch that I haven't even made a video about yet, so I don't want to really show them yet. I want to make the unboxing video, but he's got a watch, and I had the same watch, and he sent the video saying, "Look at this, Prophet," and I sent the video to him saying, "Look at this, bud," and it was crazy. So, and he gave me the title for tonight, the lucky one. So, and Bud is, a super collector. For those that don't know, Bud is one of the 3 super collectors that I know. Uh, I made a video mentioning him in it, and yeah, you can check that out. Yeah, so he got 3 watches in 2023. So he sent them to Prophet. So we're gonna talk about them. Bud the Stud, Bud the Stud, and the first one is a banger. Bud was able to pick up a platinum Daytona, what we call in the community the Platona, right? I mean, what else can I say about it? It's a platinum friggin' Daytona. Uh, reference 40 millimeter Daytona Cosmograph Platinum. Okay. Reference number 126506. Out the way. We said that. Now, Platona. It's a heavy hitter in anybody's book. And it's an expensive watch. It's not a cheap watch. It's an expensive watch. It's a heavy hitter in anybody's book. You walk up on any scene, you pull that out. They know, with the ice blue, with the brown, they call chestnut bezel. They know what they're looking at. They know that you got a heavy, heavy piece on your wrist. It's on the oyster. It's got the chestnut bezel, chestnut subdials, ceramic. What can I say? Loom. It's got loom all over. It's a heavy, heavy piece. Heavy piece. And it's expensive. It's expensive. It's up there. It's up there. All right. That's Bud the Stud. And this is number 6. And staying with number 6, Bud the Stud has got another submission. He's got another submission. Remember, these were watches bought in 2023, so we're going to cover them. So, let me put up a picture of that Platone. I'm sorry, hold on. Great shot. Bud is actually wearing that on his right hand. Why are you doing that? But I know Bud is a lefty, but all right, so he wears his watches on his right hand. Okay. All right. Shout to you, Bud. Bud is one of the 3 super collectors that I know. And we always speak behind the scenes. All right, fantastic watch. Now, moving along, but staying still on number 6, my man Bud, the super collector, got another fantastic piece that was released in 2023. I'm not, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to put the picture up. Check it out. Oof. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that never even seen this watch yet, Bud already has it. And this watch, for those that don't know, is a throwback to when the gold GMT was actually on a Jubilee many, many years ago. Yeah, so this is actually a throwback. It wasn't the black and gray that you see now in the picture, but it was all black, but it was on a Jubilee. So it's actually a throwback to that, which makes it cool because it gives it somewhat of a nostalgic type of feel. You know what I'm saying? If that makes some sense, man. But yeah, it's just a great watch, man. It's a great watch. Bud wears it on his right hand. Yeah, I see that. Just like the Platona. It's a great watch. Bud was able to pick that up this year. Hey, what can you say about this watch? 40 millimeter yellow gold reference. All right, I'll give you the reference number. It's a 126718GRNR. It's reasonably priced for a gold piece, in my opinion. It's 18 karat yellow gold, black dial on a Jubilee, gold Jubilee, with the black and gray ceramic bezel, or Rolex calls it Cerachrome. All gold hands, gold seconds, gold GMT hand, loom all over, hour markers, and on the hands. Hey, this is really, really a throwback to when the all gold GMT was gold. So and you notice how Rolex always does something little to, you won't ever get confused with the older one and the new model. So with this one, they made the bottom half of the bezel gray. So you can tell just by looking at it instantly that that's the new one. Yeah, so those people over at Rolex are friggin' geniuses. Say what you want, complain and bitch all you want about Rolex, but those people over there are friggin' geniuses. Yeah, so yeah, so that is also Bud the Stud, the super collector. He picked that up in 2023. And staying on the same note, Bud, you did it again. He bought 3 watches in 2023, and this is that third one. And this is actually a watch that we covered from the first one. My boy Swinging Kangaroo, part of the OTI family, another part of the OTI family, had picked this watch up, but Bud picked it up on a Jubilee. Bud got his on a Jubilee. And like I said, he definitely agrees with me about that. This is the one. This is going in the future, saying, why didn't we know looking back? This is that watch. And Bud picked it up. And and great for Bud. He always wears his watches on his left hand, as you know. This is a left-hand swing watch. So good on you, Bud. Good on you. 40 millimeter oyster steel, reference number 126720VTNR. All right. Black and green, ceramic bezel, black dial on a Jubilee bracelet. So this watch comes on either Jubilee or oyster. Either way you go is personal preference. But in my opinion, you can't go wrong. Some like the Jubilee a little better. Some like the oyster a little better. Or you have oysters in your collection, you want to get a Jubilee, you have Jubilees in your collection, you want to get an oyster. It's just complete personal opinion. But again, this is a fantastic watch. Yeah, new videos coming 2024. But anyway, this is a fantastic watch. And but if I haven't said it before, this is just merely stating the obvious, what you already know. You are one of the lucky ones, my friend. Here's to you, Bud. You are one of the lucky ones. Mm. Mm. Definitely. Cheers to you, my friend. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, now this next one. This next one. This is number 7. Number 7 is my brother. My brother from another. My boy, my brother. I love this guy. My boy, the Ghost. I know many of you have heard about me mentioning him on previous videos. If I would, he doesn't really like to be in front of the camera and stuff like that for this, but um, you know what? Let me just, anyway, he, of course, part of the OTI family. He is a super collector. He has every modern Rolex there is, and he picked up one. He picked up a few watches in 2023, but I was able to get a picture of one, and I want to show it to you. Here, check it out here. All right, so yeah, that is the Ghost. That is his wrist, and cut out his face there. But yeah, so let's get into that watch, man. For those that don't know, those that can't see it, that is, of course, one of the best in the game, the Rolex Day-Date 40, aka the President. But this one has diamonds, yellow gold. Shout to the Ghost. Shout to the Ghost first. He's part of the OTI family. Shout to him. Now, so let's get back to it. Day date 40, yellow gold and diamonds. Reference number 228348 RBR. For those that know what RBR means, you know what RBR means. Okay, so it's an expensive puppy. This is an expensive watch. It's not a cheap watch by any means. Let me just see something. Let me just pull this up for a second. Was it 228? 228348. Let me just see. 40 millimeter, right? Hold on a second. They start off with the 36s. Okay, which one is this? It's this one. Yeah, so yeah, this is an expensive watch, man. It's 18 karat gold, yellow gold, champagne dial, baguette cut diamonds on the dial with a diamond bezel and a president bracelet. I mean, come on. This is like my John F. Kennedy, but this has the diamonds on the bezel. This is a CEO's watch. This is a captain's watch. This is an innovator's watch. This is a creator slash businessman, business owner's watch, property owner, beautiful house having guy's watch. You understand what I'm saying? Multiple vehicles, exotics, luxuries, whatever, 3-car garage and 2 cars sitting in the driveway type of man's watch. This is that. This is a fantastic watch. This is not for the faint at heart. This is nothing aftermarket. This is a watch, man. This is a watch. You step on the scene like that, they know that you know what you're doing immediately. Yeah. Hey, what can I say about this watch, man? What can I say about this watch? Did I show you this watch? Let me show it to you again. Now that's a watch. Now that is a watch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, I wasn't even gonna drink anymore. But I'm gonna have to pour another one to that. Year of the what? Now, like I said, man, yellow gold day date president 40, diamond dial, diamond bezel, champagne. Fantastic pickup. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, the ghost. Cheers to you, my brother. Love you. And I don't gotta say it, but just to say it anyway, you are, my friend, you are one of the lucky ones. 2023. Beautiful watch. I could make videos about the ghost's boxes of watches, but hey, he's a very humble guy. I mean, like myself, man, sometimes in these videos, I may come off kind of a little cocky, but if you knew me in real life, I'm very humble. I'm a very humble guy. But on that note, we get to the number 8, and the number 8 guy on this list, the number 8 guy on this list, let me just jump right into his watch and let me show you a picture. Check it out. Who but me? Who but the 8? Who but the 8 is going to be number 8 on the luckiest guys of 2023? Who but me? Who but 8 is the number 8 on this list, man? I mean, you know, hey, everything I said about the Ghost's watch goes ditto for this watch, except it's in rose gold. Oh, man. You know, rose gold uh, is like the in watch of this year of 2023. Rose gold was the in watch. You had the rose gold with the olive. You had the rose gold with the chocolate, the rose, this and that. So rose gold is the in color. For those that don't know, rose gold is usually a few $1,000s more than the yellow gold, if you didn't know. Yeah, it's for the same model, it's usually about $3,000 to $4,000 more money uh, for the same model. But again, it's your preference. I mean, you know, I just have a lot of gold, yellow gold watches. I don't have any rose gold, and you know, I know rose gold is all the rave in 2023. So when this watch, the opportunity presented itself, that's a whole nother video. A whole nother video. Some people that think that something is something, and it's really not that. I've been asked not to speak about it, so I'm giving it a break. I might put it up in the OTI. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, as a matter of fact, I will make a video about it on the OTI. If you're part of the family, you'll see what I'm talking about. And you'll be surprised. You will be surprised. But anyway, yeah, man, everything I just said about the Ghost's watch goes ditto for this, except it's in rose gold, man. Date 40 millimeter, aka the president. Ever rose gold, diamonds, diamond dial, diamond bezel. That watch actually now is back in Miami. I'm gonna go next week, and I can't wait to put her back on my wrist. But diamond dial, diamond bezel, reference number 228345. RBR. If you know about those RBR, the Rolex RBR, then you know, okay? Expensive watch. Expensive watch. It's not for the faint of heart. This is it's a successful man's watch. There's no hey, and there's no way to sugarcoat it and humbly speak about it. It's an expensive watch. You have to be a big dog in whatever game you're in to pick up this watch. This is not a watch where you can go and swipe it on a credit card or whatever and pay it little by little, because nobody has these type of limits on their credit card. This is a type of watch where you have no limit on your card, and like myself, but you unfortunately have to pay that back in 30 days. So this is the watch. This is a type of watch where you have to have the money for it. Okay, there's no financing it. There's no paying it over 30 years. There's none of that. There's nothing. This is a watch that you have to have the money for. When you see somebody wearing this watch, um, you know they're successful in that field. Pretty much you know three things about him. Number one, he cares. He cares. He cares a lot about time. He respects your time and his. Number two, uh, when he gives you his word, he's going to keep it. When a man wearing this watch gives you his word, he's going to keep it. Yeah. A man like this has his word and he doesn't break it for nobody. That's a fact. That's a fact. And number 3, whatever field he's in, I guarantee you, he is fantastic at that field. He is a big dog in that playing field. Whatever field he is in, he is really, really good in that field. And all the while, looking good as hell doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, hey, Oyster Perpetual, Day 14, 18 karat gold, Ever Rose, Sundust, Diamond Dial, Diamond Bezel, President Bracelet. I mean, take a look at this watch. Take a look at this watch. Check out, this is my wrist, and Cookie, we were out to dinner somewhere, I forget. Take a look at this watch. Oof. Oof. I mean, cheers to me. I am one of the lucky ones, 2023. I am one of the lucky ones of 2023. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the picture I just showed you. Ooh. We were at some Mexican joint, enjoying some Mexican eating, Prophet Man's treating. We had some drinks. Look at that. Look at that glowing on my wrist, man. That watch, it was dark in there. That watch lit up our table. That watch glows in the dark, man. I'm done. All right, man. Listen, check this out. To everybody that made it to this year's 2023 Rolex watch wrap-up, year-end wrap-up show. Congratulations to everybody that made it. You are definitely one of the lucky ones of 2023. If you sent me a submission and you didn't make it in this video, because we only do 8, I'll do a part 2 and I'll include you in there. But to everybody that made it, man, to everybody that made it to this year's wrap-up, man, 2023, you were one of the lucky ones of the year. Congratulations, 2024. We're going into it. And you're starting off on the right foot already. 2 things. Number 1, you were one of the lucky ones of 2023. And number 2, you're the close personal friend of the dragon. And 2024 is the dragon's year, the 8 god. And this is an 8 year. We're going to do fantastic this year. I promise you. Everybody on this video, we're going to win this year. We're going to push through. We're going to win. I'm not saying we're not going to face some challenges. I'm not saying the road is going to be easy. But what I am saying that this is, if you get up there, if you get up and you go out there and you get after it, this is going to be one of the best years of your life. And you heard that from the 8 god. I'm your host, Richard Prophet, the last dragon. And 2023 was a great year. 2024 is an 8 year. It's going to be fantastic. This was the Rolex 2023 year-end wrap-up, and thank you for joining. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for watching. Cheers to you, family. Leave it in the comments below what you thought about the video, and what was your favorite watch from the 8 that we covered? What was your favorite watch of 2023? You know what? What was your favorite watch of 2023? All right, I'm out. From our family and the Apex Predator to yours, we're out.
Cheers, family.